Right then, morning guys. So this morning I just thought I'd do a quick video. Obviously it's 16.5 on the board, which is always good news. So I thought I'd take a little bit of time to talk through tactics and how to approach this workout today. So firstly, we're going to talk about a little warm-up. So if you look at the rep range on this workout, it is absolutely firmly camped in the aerobic. So make sure that you get on that rower, get on that bike, whatever, go for a quick light jog for about 5 minutes. Just make sure you get that heart rate up a little bit. Secondly, on a thruster, you want to make sure that that overhead position is your rest point. So when you've got that arm up above your head, those arms up above your head, you want to make sure that that is a nice, easy position to hit. We don't want to start resting on the front rack because it's going to push down on our rib cage, make breathing a little bit more difficult. We've already said that this workout's aerobic, so I'm sure you'll understand breathing is quite important. The third one is to make sure that your hamstrings are nice and mobile. Now, mobility doesn't necessarily mean going and sitting and doing some static stretching. Mobility might be some leg swings or some toe touches, one of James's favourite ones to put in workouts. But hamstring mobility is key, so that when you're coming back up in that burpee, you're not getting stuck on your toes. You can land with your feet nice and flat, bring your feet nice and close to the bar, making the burpee a little bit easier. Alright, so solid warm-up, absolutely key. When it comes through to technique, grip is really important. So I've got a PVC pipe here, and I'm just going to have a little look at the different grips. So first one, the one that we normally see, this is like a gymnastics grip. So we hold our front rack like this with our thumbs around our bar. All that means is that we get a slightly smaller contact patch, but really good for max lifts. What I want to see people maybe try today is this monkey grip. So thumbs over the top of the bar like this. What that gets is a slightly easier front rack position, and it just means that your contact patch of your hand is just that little bit bigger. Also, it just makes that overhead position just that little bit easier as well. So where I was saying about recovering on your overhead position, that'll make that a little bit easier. The second thing on technique is stretch reflex. So you see some people who go too low on squats. Well, that's not necessarily a bad thing. What I want to see everyone trying to do is go to their bottom position. At the bottom position, you should get like a rubber band effect, like a stretch reflex that means that it loads up the muscles and it fires you back from the bottom. So that's true on thrusters, where you're looking, where you're getting as low as you can, getting to the bottom of that squat and then pinging back up. But it also works on your burpees as well. So when you're at the bottom of the burpee and you lift your chest nice and high, and then look at your feet and it brings your hips up nice and quick. It's that exact same stretch reflex. Alright? So technically, look at that grip, look at making sure that you use that stretch reflex on both your movements. When we hit this workout today, I want you to look at how many sets you're going to break each of these movements into. So for me, I like to look at this one as an unbroken workout. Thrusters, burpees, a real strong point for me. But if that's not you, then look at breaking it into a couple of sets. I would suggest that we do potentially 2 sets, at most 3. You don't want to get stuck on those thrusters. If you get stuck on the thrusters, you're going to lose time. So try and divide it up into sets and agree with yourself before you start how many sets. Maybe even write it up on the board. So I'm going to break it into 2 sets. Now when you get down through to the 12s, the 9s, the 6s and the 3s, those numbers aren't going to seem quite as big anymore. So agree with yourself, when are you going to go unbroken? Pick that number and stick to it. So when you hit those 12s, right, I'm going unbroken now. Commit to it. So again, write it on the board, write it on your hand, whatever. When I get to the set of 12s, I'm going to go unbroken. When I'm going to get to the set of 9s, I'm going to go unbroken. And then one of the last things is to count in your head. How many times have you said to yourself, I'm going to give myself 5 seconds, and you've gone, looked at something, maybe looked at the bar, looked at the clock, 20 seconds later you're back on the bar. Count in your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you hit 5 back on the bar. If it's 5, brilliant. If it's 10, fine. Agree with yourself at the start. Now, what's our goal within this session today? Is it the opens yet? No, it's not. Are we looking to get better for the opens? Yeah, we are. So let's try and approach this workout in a way that's going to help us get better for the opens. You don't have to kill yourself. If you want to absolutely retest, get in there, work hard, and get the workout done. If it's another session for you, then get in, work for the time, start working on these things that we can change. So use your tactics, use your warm-ups, use your execution methods. So commit to yourself how many sets you're going to do. Agree your recovery times and see where that gets you. Guys, have some fun with this one. Yes, it's hard. It's one of the harder workouts. And it's a typical 0.5 workout in the opens. So practice it. Get better at it. Use these tips and have some fun. Take care.